Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, of course, I'm your favorite random man, future king of YouTube, Terrence Woods in the building today. And finally, guys, we're about to get into the Mortal Kombat review, the reaction to the Mortal Kombat 1995 movie. And I do want to apologize to everybody that I put this on hold for such a long time. And those who saw my update, you know why I have done it, of course, of personal reasons. And thank you guys for understanding why I had to put this on hold for a while. And also, thank you for the YouTube subscribers, 172. Man, we're going to hit 200 soon. Hope we can get it. You know what? I know we can hit 200 subs before this year's out. That's my goal right now. Try to at least get 200 subs before this year's out, guys. All right, but anyways, let's talk about Mortal Kombat. Because, guys, to me, this is by far one of my favorite video game movies for the longest of time until like Lara Croft Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie, and of course with with Detective Pikachu, which I actually did watch and I really did enjoy it. And I will cover those in the near future. That's the plan. But anyway, let's get started with this review, guys. So anyways, our movie started off with Liu Kang's brother Chan getting beat up by Shang Tsung. And Liu Kang had like a vision. I guess it was a nightmare until he got a letter saying that excuse me, that his brother's dead. Come to Hong Kong. Like that's all it says in the letter. It's like your brother's dead. Come to Hong Kong right now. All right. So then we move on to Sonya Blade, who's looking for Kano. Jax, who's with her, trying to find Sonya and say, hey, back. I trust no one but me. And pretty much you're looking at the backup. That's what you're saying. Then we switched it to Kano and Shang in the club where Sonya's at looking for Kano. That sound a lot. Please bear with me here. But as it's going on, so pretty much Shang tells Kano, hey, make sure Sonya follows you to the boat. I got big plans for her. And they think Sonya don't know, but Kano knows. But anyways, Sonya sees Kano's office, taps the dude that's guarding Kano's office. Then all of a sudden, the guy tells Sonya where Kano's head. Got to talk about Sonya Blade right there because actually, Cameron Diaz was supposed to, was supposed to be in this film, but I think she ended up injuring her wrist. So let me say, make sure I'm saying her name right, guys. Give me a second. Brigitte Wilson. Now, those who don't know, she was in House on Haunted Hill. And I remember I had to find the clip to see that. I probably won't be able to show it here and do this review. I don't know. But I thought, oh, so she's like that's actually her. And then Paul W.S. Anderson, he was he called her Robogal because she did her own stuff. So it's pretty convincing. So anyways, going to Johnny Cage's character, and before I go into Johnny Cage's character and what's going on here in the movie, Jean-Claude Van Damme was the role for Johnny, and but he turned it down because he was dedicated to Street Fighter, and then the next person who they wanted to get was Brandon Lee. Don't you know who Brandon Lee was? He was in The Crow. He did many '90s movies back in the day. I mean, Jean-Claude wasn't in Mortal Kombat. It probably would have been bad at Street Fighter, but I will cover Street Fighter in the near future. Guys. So, anyways. That's the side stuff. Going back to the main stuff. I know I said a lot there. So pretty much John, they doing this fight scene. John pretty much beat up everybody else, and then one guy just sits there, and John's like, "This is where you fall," and the guy just randomly falls down. So then Johnny going back and forth with the director. He's like, "Johnny, don't you hurt me, Johnny? Don't leave me, Johnny." Here's another side note for you guys. Steven Spielberg was supposed to be the director in the movie, but instead, guys, they got what's his name, Sandy Hilberg. So that was a little tidbit was going on, was happening right there. I actually enjoyed that much. Also, what's going on here? Sorry about that. Also, what's going on here? Johnny Cage sees his master, his old master, telling Johnny, he's like, "Hey man, you know how you can prove yourself by going to the Mortal Kombat tournament." So John's like, "Yeah, I'll go ahead and go to the Mortal Kombat tournament." But lo and behold, it was Shang Tsung dressed as Johnny's master to make sure Johnny Cage comes to the tournament. Now we're back off to Hong Kong. I want to say Tibet. It could have been Hong Kong. I think they filmed it. They filmed the scene in Tibet, but I think they called it Hong Kong. I'm guessing. Please don't judge me on that. But pretty much Liu Kang is talking to the elder monk, saying like, "Hey, I wanna go to Mortal Kombat. I want to be Shang Tsung." And they're like, "No, you can't do it. You ran away from your destiny before." And he was like, "Oh, we're fighting for the fate of the world." Then next we go, Christopher Lambert. I have to say, guys, he is the best live action Raiden. Nothing against James Remar, but yo, he was the best Raiden for me. He does a fantastic job at it. And Liu Kang's like, "Oh, this is not Raiden. This is not Raiden." And next thing you know, Liu tried to hit Raiden, flips him over. He was like, "Oh, I can't believe this is actually Raiden." Then Liu was like, "Why didn't you stop Chan? Why didn't you stop Shang Tsung? Why didn't you save Chan?" Then Raiden's like, "Why didn't you?" But pretty much now Liu's like, "Okay, forget it. I'm gonna go ahead and do it with or without your consent." So one of the elements tells Raiden like, "So we don't have much time." It's like, "No, but what can we do?" Raiden's like, "Well, he's all we got left." So on our way to the pier, Art, who also in the tournament, they're both at the pier, and Johnny's like, "All right, Art's like, man, can you stop reading that stuff?" Art was like, "Hey, I'm a big fan. I enjoy your move. Stuff like that." So Johnny and Art become close friends. And excuse me. Then what ended up happening next was, Johnny runs into Liu Kang, and Johnny's like, "Hey, here's some money. Take my luggage onto the boat." Dude's like, "Oh, okay. You're gonna take your luggage to this boat. I'm gonna use this here for this episode. Excuse me. This is your luggage. This is your luggage right here." And Lou was like, dropped it into the water. And he was like, all right, bye. John's like, "Well, this ain't happened. This ain't asking to depart the boat." So that was a little funny tidbit right there. Then, last but not least, we got Sonya Blade get ready to enter. No, she's on the pier too, and she's waiting for Kano. Quick side note with this: what I really love about the Mortal Kombat movie is like they really follow the story of MK. They really do, because Sonya is after Kano because Kano killed her partner. And another thing is the game follows the movies, so it's funny. Actually, it only follows like the first movie, not so much the second one. We'll get into that another day, another time. But as they so Sonya sees Kano, she's like, "Bet I'm going to get Kano," and then just like, "Sonya, wait, don't go," and then Sonya is on the boat. So we're on the boat. Sonya runs to Johnny. Sonya's ready to kill Johnny if Johnny don't get out of her way. Then Sonya makes her way down to almost to the bowels of the ship, in which she runs to Shang Tsung. Then the next thing you know, here comes Liu and Johnny behind Sonya, and they're like, "All right, so the ladies, like, pretty much leave the lady alone before you get in trouble." And next thing you know, out comes another two iconic characters, which is Sub-Zero and Scorpion. And the funny thing is, Marcus Booker, me and my good friend, we talk about this. He's like, "Yeah, I'm excited to go see Scorpion and Sub-Zero, and they're working together." So he's saying he was really, really upset at that part, because Shang Tsung says this. He's like, "Scorpion and Sub-Zero, the worst of enemies, but under my power, the deadliest of fighters." Again, paraphrasing. Please forgive me, guys. So next thing you know, Raiden comes in, stops Sub-Zero, stops Scorpion for attacking Johnny, Liu, and Sonya, and pretty much told Shang, "Hey, back your freeze off my fighters, or there will be trouble." And the thing is, Raiden really couldn't. Which this one kind of a little bothered me about this, because like he's in the tournament, he's in the games, fighting in the tournament, and then you see, cause I think Raiden wasn't in the third Mortal Kombat. I think he was in the third. Yeah, I think he was in the third Mortal Kombat, but the game wise, anyways. But and so he couldn't really answer. So I feel like they mostly focus on just the fighter, just like the core fighters, not so much Raiden. Because Raiden is a god, but I guess God's supposed to be forbidden for entering in the Mortal Kombat tournament. Anyways, now we are on the island where the tournament's about to take place, where we were introduced to Princess Katana and and we were introduced to Reptile. Pretty much, Princess Katana played by Talisa Soto. She was on License to Kill. I don't know who. I remember the movie name, but I don't know who was. I want to say Steven Seagal. I'm jumping right down. I don't know. I could be wrong, but whatever it is, she also introduced to Reptile, who is pretty much the protector, or the I guess she's like Princess Katana's bodyguard, I should say. But I think in the I want to say in the game, I want to say Jade was her guardian or her bodyguard. That's what I want to say, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But pretty much changed to Reptile. Again, CGI at this time, it looks bad. CGI, it looks terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It was doggone awful. But at that time, for me, watching this movie, going to the theaters, actually watching this movie, it was like, oh, this is like the best thing ever. So pretty much Shane's tell Reptile that, hey, keep your eye on Katana, make sure you don't meet up with Liu Kang. So then we go to the banquet hall. Everybody's eating, enjoying themselves. Then this thing, Shane said, "Oh, I'm gonna give you a preview of what's going to happen." And pretty much, Sub-Zero taking on this Mook, this red shirt for from I guess one of Shane Song's bodyguards, whatnot. And then next thing you know, Sub-Zero easily throws an ice blast at him, and that's the end of the guy. And Shane Song says the catchphrase, which I'm gonna play right here. Johnny Cage, Liu Kang, and Sonya Blade, all three of them follow Shane Song. Liu Kang follows Shane Song because he wants revenge. Sonya wants to find out where Kano was at. So they all, and Johnny just want to be Johnny. He wants to be the hero. He's ready to jump in the fray, I should say. So while this is going on, they see a silhouette of Goro until Johnny says this to Sonya.
Sonya, you go ahead. Find out what that was. Lou and I will wait right here. What?
That was so funny. So pretty much eventually they catch Kano, and Sonya's when Sonya's about to go out there and try to capture Kano, Johnny's like, hold up, who's he talking to? Then we're introduced to Goro. Goro is the puppetry for Goro. For me, I like it. I think it's pretty good. But the voice of Goro is by Kevin Michael Richardson. I'm not sure I'm saying his name right. I gotta really look at my notes for this one because this is a lot here. Now he voiced the Joker off the Batman. I want to say maybe the Telltale games. He was Hachi Mishima for Soul Calibur 2. Jolie Bendu for one of my favorite Star Wars game of all time, Knights of the Republic. He was also Bishop from Wolverine X-Men. I smell her perfume. Like, what you mean? Because Katana was trying to show them the way out, and Johnny thinks he knows women. He was wrong. They ended back in the banquet hall. But what ended up happening is they ended up fighting, and they used the theme for the Mortal Kombat movie, and I love the theme for the Mortal Kombat movie. It's one of my favorite themes of all time. I just have to say. So eventually, our heroes win. They beat all these red shirts. They beat the Mooks. Raiden's like, congratulations, good job. But what about these guys? And they was like, oh man. So just when these guys are getting ready to attack Johnny, Lou, and Sonya, Raiden's like, and they part ways. And Raiden's like, I think we need to go this way. I just have to say, I love Christopher Lambert's portrayal as Raiden. It is really good. I enjoy it so much. So Raiden tells us, like, hey guys, all right, get ready for the tournament. Enough of this sitting around. Get ready because you got to fight for your lives. So going to the fights again. Lou beat somebody real quick. I do enjoy some of Liu Kang. Liu Kang to me has the better fights in this movie. Thanks to portrayal of Robin Shaw, who plays Liu Kang. I think he does a fantastic job. He also, I meant to mention this earlier, he also played Gin from Street Fighter Legend of Chun-Li. I don't know if I'm going to review that, I'm going to butcher that movie. I'm just going to really butcher that movie. I'm just letting everybody know that right now. But so anyways, so Liu Kang beats his guy. Then next up to play was Sonya versus Kano. Short fight. I feel like it was just And left me wanting more for Sonya. Get to one of another personal favorite fight of mine is Scorpion versus Johnny Cage. And my God, this was by far to me one of the best fights in this whole movie. And so Scorpion flips out and shoots his little harpoon. Johnny manages to dodge out the way. Scorpion disappears, uses a little decoy technique. The next thing you know, Scorpion comes out again, shoots his harpoon again. Johnny ducks, harpoon hits the tree. Then Johnny runs at Scorpion, excuse me, and by use his flying kick, the Scorpion teleports into. At first, I really thought it was the another realm.
Welcome.
Because those you know, in another realm, Scorpion is more stronger in this area. But I think he just probably teleported to some unknown location that we don't know about. So it could be. But anyway, as the fight goes on, Scorpion is getting the better of Johnny Cage, and the funny thing is, it's not funny, but I like Lyndon Ashby's portrayal of Johnny Cage is really good. Plus, I think he bruised his kidney during the fight with Scorpion. The Scorpion literally being his tail, he's stomping on him, whopping on him, doing anything possible known to man. And so basically, what happened next, Johnny managed to get the better hand of Scorpion, like doing some acrobatics and kicking him, flips up and gets he's on top, and Johnny thinks he's safe. Scorpion says this line right here.
Get down here.
That was by far the most funniest thing I had ever seen in this movie. It was hilarious. So eventually, now Johnny's on the ground. Scorpion takes off his mask, doing a classic fatality known as the Toasty. Johnny managed to grab a shield with spikes on the side of it, blocks the flame, picks up a spear, tosses the spear, and it cuts Scorpion in the arm. Johnny pretty much used the shield, cuts half of Scorpion's head off. Yeah, that's it, right, half of his head off. The next thing you know, Scorpion explodes, and then Johnny does the friendship from Mortal Kombat 2. He said, like your favorite fan. It was good, and I gotta say, for a movie that's PG-13, for a game that's rated M, it does well of implicating the fatalities, the friendship, all that. Again, to me, that's the only thing that kind of hurts this film, that is PG-13. But again, it does a really good job of it. So moving on, we go to Liu Kang taking on Kitana. So pretty much during that fight, Kitana's giving Liu Kang hints of use the element of life. Use the element that brings life or helps life. And Liu Kang not understanding like what you talking about. We supposed to be fighting. And Shane pretty much breaks up the whole fight, saying, "Hey, stop this Kitana disappointment." So he sends Liu Kang to his next fight. I have to say, Liu Kang has the most fights. Again, by him being the main protagonist in the game and also the movie, it makes sense. But so Liu Kang give it the fight Sub-Zero. Again, another good fight. Liu Kang eventually gets the upper hand, but earlier Raiden, who's all hooded up, brings Liu Kang a bucket of water. When Sub-Zero is charging his ki like he's about to do the spirit bomb, he's about to do the spirit bomb on Liu Kang. Liu Kang trip over the bucket of water after getting hit for some of Sub-Zero's ice powers. You look down and say, "Oh, water! It's the element that gives life." I think I said it right. I hope I said it right. It's kind of funny that I'm thinking about that now. But anyways, Liu Kang chucks the water at Sub-Zero, turns to a big old icicle and stabs Sub-Zero, freezing him and killing him. Thus, he became New Saber. So going on to so pretty much Shane goes to Girl and said, "Now it's time. We don't play with these mortals long enough. Girl, you gotta do your thing and stop beating the smack out of everybody." And that's what Goro does. He pretty much is like, these extras are just cannon fodder for Goro. Goro beats him up, then eventually gets to Art, kills Art with ease. Art only had one offense attack on Goro. Then Shane Song still Art's soul. So pretty much like Johnny, Sonya, and Lou are really devastated what happened to Art. They think this is like, how could be somebody like Goro? So then Raiden just comes out and tells everybody what's their fatal flaw. He tells Sonya that you don't want no help from nobody, and just like he's like the moment like if you don't ask help from nobody, you will fail. Johnny, you're so quick to prove that you're not fake, so you jump in the fray any action, don't care. But it say you be brave but foolish, and you will die. And then Lou was like, "What about me, Raiden? What about me?" Y'all remember where I come from? Y'all tell in the comments down below. But he, Lou's like, "What about me? What's my flaw?" Raiden's like, Raiden kind of chuckles like, "You ran away from your destiny. You got scared." And the thing is, they never covered that in the game because Liu Kang was all about his destiny in the game. So I guess this builds story for Liu Kang's character arc. So that way they can like make him like, okay, like this way he's not running from his destiny no more. He's ready to accept it. So eventually, everybody's kind of contemplating to themselves. Liu Kang's meditating. He sees his brother Chan getting killed by Shang Tsung once again, and he feel like he fails his brother. But again, Raiden tells Liu Kang, "Your brother understands his own destiny. It's that every man has fate of their own destiny. Why he don't understand that?" So eventually, we were with Johnny and Sonya Blade, and Johnny's like, "I gotta do this," and Sonya's like, "I don't." Pretty much Sonya's like, "I don't need you to do this, Johnny." I was like, I said, you pretty much said, I don't want to see what happens to you. What happened to Art? I don't want to see what happens to you." And so it's like, he called him egotistical. He's overconfident, cocky. John's like, "Oh, you forgot handsome." So we swing to Johnny Cage and Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung telling Johnny like, "Oh, you're so eager to die right now, huh?" She said, "No, I'm not the one to die. Goro's gonna die." I said, "Well, I'll tell you what. If you want to fight Goro so bad," and I'm paraphrasing here. "If you want to fight Goro so bad, this is what you do. It's like this is what we do. Let's make a deal. I'll let you fight Goro. I pick the last opponent, and I choose the destination." And you pretty much say, "Deal." It's like the next thing you know, Raiden comes in, and he said, "Hey, he said, Shane's like, "Too late. You're too late, Raiden. You're slowing the draw. You're slowing the draw, Raiden. You're slowing the draw." So eventually, what happens now Johnny's getting ready to fight Goro, and Raiden's like, "Good, finally understand." What Raiden means when they finally understand, like they're taking their own fate into their hands. That's what Raiden meant. So now we get Johnny versus Goro, and Johnny's ready to go. Here comes Goro coming out, and Johnny's like, "All right, let's dance." Goro to Johnny's glasses, smashes them. This will Goro about to get ready to attack Johnny. Johnny does the split. Tells, "Hey man, those guys cost a whole lot of money, and you broke them."
Those were $500 sunglasses.
Johnny easily beat Goro, and he hang on the cliff. And Johnny said the same line they said to the guy in the very beginning of this movie.
This is where you fall down.
This is where you're supposed to fall. And Goro slips and falls to his death. And Johnny Cage beat Goro. I don't know in the game they actually made that canon or not. I'm not too sure about that. But anyways, Shang Tsung takes Sonya Blade, and Raiden's like, "You coward, come face you right, like come here and face your opponent." And Raiden said, Shang Tsung, "Oh, we made a deal, remember?" It's like, I said, I'm just changing the location." Thus it takes Shang Tsung and Sonya to Outworld. And so Johnny asked Raiden, like, "Can Sonya beat Shang Tsung?" And he was like, "She can't beat him." But then there's a loophole in the deal. See, what Shane forgot to mention is like she has to accept his challenge, or there'll be no final combat. While Raiden, Johnny, and Liu are talking, Reptile sneaks in, goes to Outworld, and while Johnny and Liu Kang follows right behind him. Another great fight for me. Because the theme song that you're listening to right now is the song I got playing in the background. I'm talking about Tracy Lord's Control. Because oh my god. Because Liu Kang get ready to fight against Reptile. Liu Kang grabs Reptile, throws into this, like, I guess a Baraka statue. And again, I do want to mention that in the first Mortal Kombat game, we don't go nowhere towards Outworld, but until we get to the second game. So now, like I said, Liu Kang, he senses Reptile, tosses him in this, again, I think it's a Baraka statue. And he tosses him in there, and then he transforms to Reptile. And boy, this, besides Scorpion, Johnny Cage, this fight between Liu Kang and Reptile is by far my favorite, because of how the mode of the fight, the theme song playing in the background, and boy, it's a good fight. Reptile just really getting the best of Liu Kang, and Jesus, he's beating Liu Kang bad. Like each hit they're going back and forth at it. So eventually Liu Kang started winning against Reptile, and again they take another move from Mortal Kombat 2, the bicycle kick, which again they didn't come in until Mortal Kombat 2. Liu Kang beats Reptile, and pretty much he steps on him like Vegeta did in Dragon Ball Z, a bridge.
They all gone now?
They will be in a second.
Vegeta, no! He can't hurt anyone anymore. Stop!
Oh, all right, fine.
See? You really can be a nice guy.
Psych 8 for 8.
Where Shang Tsung is telling Sonya Blade that come on, fight me and to protect Earth, and Sonya's like, no, I'm not fighting you. He said my friends will come save me. Well, since you're not going to fight me, I'll go tell the Emperor that we win Mortal Kombat. So pretty much Shang Tsung's like, look, it's like I'm trying to win the easiest way possible, so I ain't gotta do all this work. I don't want to face Liu Kang, whatnot. So while Shang Tsung getting ready to leave, Katana, Liu Kang, and Johnny Cage pop up and say, hey, Johnny's like, hey, we're already here. So now Katana pretty much scolding Shang Tsung, say, hey, how dare you defy the tournament? Your Emperor will be very mad at you. I'm thinking to myself, no, he wouldn't. Shao Kahn will be like, yes, this is the best way to win. So Shang Tsung tried to get Johnny to fight him. Liu Kang's like, nah, you're gonna fight me. So just before Liu Kang, Shane get ready to go at it, Johnny looks at Sonya Blade, look at her outfit. He's like, so you know you was sexy in that, right? Sonya just kind of rolled her eyes, and thus the final battle between Liu Kang and Shang Tsung begins. So pretty much, I love the fact they playing the Mortal Kombat theme song in the background, with the movie theme, excuse me. And I love it so much. I love that song so much, guys. But so then Liu pretty much gets the upper hand. He beats Shang Tsung. Now it's time for Liu Kang to face these 3 trials. And I can't remember off the cuff of my head, so I had to go off my notes, which is called Face Your Enemy, where Liu Kang has to face the past opponents of Shang Tsung. So after he pretty much does that, he goes to Face Yourself, which is the second trial. Well, pretty much what's going on with that one is Liu Kang is coming to terms with everything that happens. He's not running away from his destiny. He's like, I'm going to accept it. No, that's that. So if that didn't work, comes the third and final trial, with his Face Your Fear, with Shang Tsung transforming into Chan, Liu Kang's brother. And so now it's like it's like pretty much Shang as Chan was like, hey Liu, I don't blame you for getting me killed, but I know how you can make up to me if you kill yourself. And the spikes start coming up out of the ground, and so it's like Liu's like, no, Chan knew his destiny. He's responsible for his own mortal soul. Then like that, Shang Tsung now takes control and start beating up on Liu Kang. And then eventually Liu starts to make a comeback. He's like I pity you, so. Say your pity. Say your pity for the weak. So it's Liu ended up beating Shang. He used his a modified version of the fireball, and pretty much like what it was. Shang falls into the pit, or like again from classic Mortal Kombat, he falls into the pit. Shang is dead. Traces a tornado. Liu sees his brother Chan, and he's like, "Thank you so much, brother." And then that's it. Mortal Kombat ends. And then Liu, Katana, Johnny, and Sonya go see Raiden at the temple. Liu was like, "Say you knew this was happening." Raiden's like, "I didn't know a thing." So your mortals always surprise me. But just before things about to get really good, really good for our heroes, Shao Kahn pops up. He say, "You pretended mortals. Your soul's mine." And Raiden's like, "Nah, no, you're not." Then everybody do their moves and the little fighting poses. And cut the credits, and that's Mortal Kombat, guys. I'm sorry it took me so long to get this done, but I'm happy I was able to get it done today. Like I said, I love this. This to me, it's like top tier, like better video game movies. To me, yes, I think it's better than than some of the Resident movies that we've seen. I'm talking about the live action, not the CG, because the CG movie is actually greater than the Resident Evil stuff. I digress. But like I said, like it's up there with like Angela Jolie's first Tomb Raider movie. Definitely Detective Pikachu. It definitely goes up there. How I feel about Super Mario Brothers. Like I said, I really think Super Mario is that movie that it's so bad that you love, got a cult classic. Even the touch goes with Street Fighter. But I will cover Street Fighter on another time of the day. Even Angela Jolie's Tomb Raider. But on for the cheesy action, it was good for the time. And for me, like I said, for me, the only thing that holds this movie back is because of the PG-13 rating, because they really couldn't go full out and full in. But before I get ready to end this, guys, so the next movie I will review is the Mortal Kombat Annihilation movie. I probably want to cover the CGI movie and maybe the cartoon, but I probably might do that on a later time or date. But I do want to let you guys know, after I do cover Annihilation, I do want to tackle their whole Resident Evil movies. I really want to do it because I want to say the Resident Evil movie for because I want to do something called the reaction to, while I take another look back at movies or video games, where I look at and see what I see why I changed my opinion. I did another look at it. Those who saw my Resident Evil the final chapter review, those that I did not care too much about this film. And I don't know. We're gonna see, because again, this what's taking me long to get the Resident Evil stuff done is I'm doing a lot of homework on each one of these movies. I want to take my time and enjoy it. No, not just have fun, just get the right stuff out there. But I rambled on long enough. I enjoyed Mortal Kombat 1995, and next movie we're gonna tackle is the god awful sequel, Annihilation. Yes, it's god awful, but it does have some. It does have some moments when. Some is really small. But anyways, make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about me. Come to the random side. We do have those cookies. And again, I want to thank you guys for your patience. Again, thank you so much. And please, I'm going to say it again. Please! You guys stay random. I will see you all in the next video.
Stage and kill it on the scene. Persevering for my team so they can acquire cream.